Why the two-stroke?
It's in your blood.
Let's get started with this video, but before we do, could you please hit subscribe or like so you never miss an update from us? We've got a lot of great stuff coming out. What is up, Cycle Drag Universe? Thank you for stopping back for another video, and I got one question. Do we have any two-stroke fans in the house? Man, I love it. Quick story about me is my dad's first motorcycle, 1973 Kawasaki H2 350 triple. Who remembers those? It was like the little brother of the H2 750. These things are awesome. I just remember being a young boy riding this thing. The power band was uncontrollable. It would lift the front wheel like crazy. We're in the process of restoring that bike. We'll keep you posted on that. You know, back in the 70s and even the early 80s, two-stroke drag racing was all the rage. The incredible power to weight ratio is what was appealing. Well, then motorcycles like the Z1, the KZ, the GPZ, the Suzuki GS came out, and they changed the game. Everybody went four-cylinder, and then of course with the EPA banning two-strokes for street use, we really saw a decline. But there's still a loyal group out there that loves their old school two-strokes, and one of the leaders, I'm talking about a guy who is pushing the envelope with some crazy innovation that you have to see, is Smokin' Joe Molyneaux. What happened on that pass?
He broke out. Right lane broke out by a mile.
He broke out. Did I see the tree drop on this side?
Pardon?
Did the tree drop on this side?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just gave it away.
Gave it away.
All right, here with Smokin' Joe Molyneaux, one of the leaders in two-stroke drag racing performance, and we got mild and wild here. We got your all-out H2 drag bike, and then we got a piece of history. Some of our historians are going to be salivating at this original paint, 73 H2 750 Widowmaker. Joe, I got to ask you, with so many options in motorcycle drag racing, typically we see the boost of the 14, the GSXR 1000. Why the old school triples?
Well, when I was a little kid, I think probably before I came out of the womb, the first thing I heard was a 400 Kawasaki triple with Denko expansion chambers on it. So I remember when I was a little kid, my dad had set me up on the gas tank and take me for rides on the bike. And when I was probably about 5 years old, my dad campaigned this bike at our local racetrack. He ran it for several years. He was points champion at Thompson Drag Raceway for those years. And then he sold the bike and it was gone for almost 10 years. And my mom tracked it down. It was in some guy's basement, all crusty, and she bought it back for a graduation gift for me, actually.
Well, these bikes are tremendously collectible now. I see that you've got this one hopped up a little bit. This isn't stock from Kawasaki. I want to talk a little bit about the innovation that you've brought over to your drag bike, because you continue to push the limits. Guys like you, Bill Baxter, and this Super Eliminator contingent that really is just trying to squeeze every bit of performance out of these things. It's great. What do you got going on this bike?
Well, the blue bike, you can see there's a lot of shiny aluminum parts on there. There's a lot of handmade stuff. The cylinder heads I made, they're based off of a Yamaha combustion chamber design. The clutch cover, there's Mike Petrellis in Southern Ohio makes those. He's a full-time machinist, but he has a sweet tooth for H2s, and he's made some awesome stuff for them. The carburetor bells, I just 3D printed those a week ago. There's a lot of stuff that's handmade. The ignition rotor's handmade, the foot peg brackets. I mean, you know, parts have been obsolete for these engines so long too. You know, it's like you find a set of pistons that'll work for you, or something that's close that you can modify it to get to fit the bill, you know.
Well, thank you so much for showing us. Sorry about your red light. That was rare. What's your name, sir?
Steve Chandler.
And we're looking for the first H2 in the 8s with a 225-pound plus rider?
Yes, sir.
What's it going to take to get there?
Good air, and hopefully everything goes smooth on this pass.
I got to ask you this. You're surrounded by ZX14s, Busas, GSs, KZs. Why the two-stroke?
It's in your blood. There's no way to describe it. It's in you.
A lot of fun, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, good luck. We'll see if you can get in the 8s.
Thank you. Yep, right. I handmade all the exhaust in this out of stainless.
You're saying you handmade that exhaust?
Yes.
Tell me about the cylinder head too, the cylinder heads that are just blocks.
Yes, Ralph Shipman, a friend of ours in Germany, engineered, made those cylinder heads. They use the long reach plugs now, and they're hemispherical heads, and the bike picked up 15% more power on a dyno with those heads.
From a mechanical standpoint, what's the advantage that you gain?
I gained about 2/10 when I put those heads on.
I mean, from a theory standpoint, what is it that makes more power with that head?
The scavenging is better. It has a better swirl in the combustion chamber and sends it out the exhaust port much quicker and smoother. There's no turbulence in the combustion chamber anymore.
Are you surprised Kawasaki didn't think of that back in the 70s?
Kinda. But that thing was a beast back when it came out, so we're just making it better.
You guys are pushing the envelope. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Motorcycle fanatics, thank you so much for watching. Please hit subscribe, like, leave us your feedback. We never want you to miss a video. In fact, speaking of videos, here's another video I want you to check out. You know, if there's anything fast motorcycles, we're in. Cycle Drag rolls on.